Oh, wait just a second. Are you Santa Claus? Oh! Hey guys, Logdotzip here, and welcome to the first video of Winter Week, which is a holiday-themed week of Minecraft videos, be it maps, adventures, mods, or texture packs in this case. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the HerSommer, a Christmas Carol resource pack. I know they're called resource packs now, but Texture Tuesday sounds just so much better. And it is by HerSommer, and this is a newly updated texture pack for 1.7.4 on Minecraft. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say how impressed I am by this resource pack review world made by CubeMagnet. It is so cool, and you're going to be able to see the ins and outs of it as we cover this mod. So check out not only the texture pack, but the map creator and the texture pack maker in the description below. This is going to be a pretty comprehensive texture pack review, as I plan to make all of them in the future, as this technically is my first texture pack review. So I hope you appreciate the effort that I put into making this, and I hope that you leave a like on the video to express your appreciation for that. So on we go. We're going to make our way right downstairs and first of all show you the basic building blocks that make up this texture pack, which are right over here. And as you can see, this is a pretty comprehensive overhaul of the entire texture pack. You know, you've got grass that looks like fruit cake, or, you know, candied nuts or things like that. We're going to just fly through really quickly, and we will make our way back on the other side in just a moment here. So I'm going to kind of go quickly over them because I've got a lot to cover, but these are the various things we've got going on with this. Is chiseled stuff, snow, we've got bedrock, the obsidian, we've got gingerbread houses for stone bricks and bricks in general. Looks like delicious candied treats, layered trees. Oh, these are all the different types of wood, as you can see. Even the steps have taken on what looks like something I would just put right in my mouth. Well, don't take that out of context. Half slabs, as you can tell. What else do we have here? These are the various different leaves. Now, some of the melons, and eventually you'll see some of the ores, are gift wrapped and look like presents. These are the pumpkins. Oh, the varying levels of cake. Oh my gosh. I've never seen such a delicious looking Minecraft cake. Ice, water. We've got beacons, the different fences. Oh, that's cool. The iron bars have little wreaths in between each one. And here's the stained clays. You know, pretty simple stuff. And then we've got, of course, stained glass. Now we will go ahead and turn around. You've seen enough of that side, so we'll make our way back this way. This is just more stained glass. Kind of looks really nice on this texture pack. Oh, and even regular glass panes, you can see little snowflakes in there. We've got carpet. Make our way down just a little bit further. Cobwebs. The ladders look like they're made of planks and little Christmas wreaths unrolled. Even torches or little candles that you hear about in the Christmas poems, holiday poems. Doors, blah, blah, blah. The bed. I'll tell you what, that does not look too comfortable. That looks like it came straight out of Bethlehem. Straight out of Bethlehem! Yeah! Command blocks. Oh, mob spawners look pretty cool. You got the spinning pig in there. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, the ender dragon egg, cauldrons. I'll tell you what, cauldrons kind of look nasty if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Anvil's not too good either. Skeleton skull. He's got a bad hair day going on. It kind of looks like maybe Jack Frost. This guy looks hideous. Zombies are cool. Steve. Nah, I don't feel like texturing Steve. We'll just leave him. And of course, we've got the Grinch creeper. The last thing I want is for the Grinch to explode all over me. The end portal frame, the end portal, the nether portal, and the various different chests. Very detailed. It is a 64 by 64 texture pack, so you will notice quite a bit of detail being shown in all of these. Oh, and these are the ores I was telling you about. The actual ores are wrapped to look like presents, so maybe not the best texture pack to use for actually playing a survival mode of Minecraft, but definitely cool for adventure maps. If you're making a holiday themed adventure map, you'll be able to take good advantage of all the different blocks that have been showcased here. So that is actually all of the blocks. Now we will make our way, if I can get through the damn door, we will make our way over to mob displays. So first of all, we're gonna go for all the these guys second. We're gonna show for all the hostile mobs first. So this is the witch. Wow. You are just hideous, aren't you? The cave spider. Oh, he looks adorable. Looks like his legs are made out of ice. Regular spiders, of course. Little more close to how they actually look. Spider jockeys. Oh my word. He is just so ugly. I can't get over it. Regular old skeletons, as you can see. It looks like he's wearing a t-shirt. Someone stole his pants. Wither skeletons. That is spooky looking, I'll tell you that much. The charged creeper is just a Grinch that looks like he's going into Super Saiyan mode. Regular old creeper is just a typical Grinch. Baby zombie. Oh, he looks like he could use a present. He looks like he got coal for Christmas. Regular zombie villagers. They don't look too pleased. Now, zombies are actually gingerbread men, and Shrek comes to mind for some of those guys. The slime, oh my gosh, that is just so cute. He looks like Jello almost that you would serve during Christmas, and who knows what that is, what it's supposed to be. Looks like it's supposed to just be lava in that case. The Blaze, he looks like he would rip your face off. Holy moly. Ghasts. Oh, that's actually really creepy. I like that he didn't really change too much how the ghast looks. He just made him a little bit scarier. That's actually real spooky. Silverfish don't look like they've been altered too much. Enderman. This looks like Jack Skellington right here. You don't want to mess with this guy because not only will he steal your blocks, but he'll steal your presents as well. We've got the baby zombie pigmen. Again, real creepy looking, regular old zombie pigmen. Oh my gosh. Check that out. That's disgusting. Now, the Ender Dragon is actually put in a separate area, and he's actually on display kind of like a trophy. Unfortunately, his texture is not changed for this, so you know that's a bit of a letdown, but for everything else that this mob or this texture pack does, not too bad. Now, the Wither is set up with this little automatic wolf mob generating machine, so you'll be able to see what the Wither looks like right here. Again, he looks pretty damn hideous, and you'll be able to see exactly what happens right there. Boom. So we're going to set this guy, and they're going to start attacking. He fires off pumpkin bombs. That's pretty sweet. Or they look like pumpkin bombs. Looks like they're just orange skulls instead. So they're just going to keep going at it for a while, assuming I don't press this button. But we have a lot more to cover, so we're going to make our way back towards this way. Here are the various mobs. Now, these ones don't look too ridiculously textured differently. The skeleton and zombie horses were not textured because they're technically not used in the game, so apparently the maker of the texture pack saw no need to retexture them, which I completely understand. These, you know, they're fairly accurate. They resemble the vanilla textures, just a higher res of each one, which I kind of appreciate. You know, you don't want to have every single thing done. The armors are different as well. Iron looks kind of rusted, and diamond looks really nice. Gold as well I'm very impressed with, so that's a good thing. Now we've got the iron golem. He looks like a Halloween Christmas experiment gone wrong. Snow golems over here, they are completely made of snow now. You can't see the pumpkin textures on them. See if I can get them to look this way. Come on. They're kissing each other when they need to just be, There we go. He's smiling for me. Put a smile on your face, baby. You're on camera. Squids look pretty cool. Adam would be scared out of his mind. That thing looks gross. Regular old bats, they kind of look like, oh, they're little angels. How about that? That is really cool. Find angels hanging out in caves. The chickens look adorable, of course. Oh, they've even got little highlighted beaks to make them seem more 3D. The cats look, you know, fairly similar to how they normally would. We've got ocelots, which are also the same. Again, most of these mobs, oh my gosh, come on, look at me. That is the most adorable thing I think I've seen so far in this texture pack. That was so cute. Regular wolves don't have the coat, though, because they just have no sense of fashion. Mushrooms have candy canes hanging off their backs and head. And regular cows look like they've been digging their nose in some of that slime jello we saw earlier. And we have got pigs with cute little hats on. Those were the ones with saddles. These are the regular ones. Sheep don't look too different. Their faces look different, but their textures, as you would expect, have not changed too much. Still rainbow and multicolored. And finally, the villagers. Now, this is the farmer, the librarian, the priest, the blacksmith, the butcher, and the candlestick maker. No, I'm just kidding. This one is actually not used, similar to the horses you saw over there, so there was no need to retexture this one. You won't run into him during normal gameplay. So now we're going to show off some of the redstone and transportation blocks that have been added. And we've got dispensers, droppers, the pistons, which you can see extend and retract right here. Sticky pistons look like they've been dipped in cranberry sauce. Redstone lamps completely light up upon, well, turning them on, I suppose. Note blocks. Ah, lovely sound. The trapped chest kind of looks like it's glowing right there. Now, repeaters are awesome. They actually have little guys that are looking at you in every direction you look at them. I really like how he did that. It doesn't really matter what direction you're looking at them. You'll be able to see these guys, and you can... you guys need a timeout. We're going to separate you two. Now, upon lighting up, they turn into Santa Claus. That's actually pretty sweet as well. Same deal over here. The comparator, I should say. Well, comparator. Anyways, daylight sensors. Torches become lit. These are redstone torches. Little men become the redstone torches. Hoppers look disgusting. Don't place hoppers anywhere. Your map will look ugly. Redstone ore again takes, it looks like a present. Redstone dust upon turning it on. Kind of looks like it's made of squares, almost like Tetris, it looks like. Now we've got redstone torches, as we saw. You turn them on, he becomes Santa Claus. Puts his little hat on. The redstone hook looks pretty sweet as well. Now we've got the various different mine carts, which almost look like Santa sleighs. And these are the various ones holding the different blocks that they're all capable of holding. Rails, buttons, pressure plates, all that fun stuff. Now what is over here? I think I missed something. Oh, this is just a boat. That just looks like a regular old boat. And here's the minecart, so we'll go for a little ride. It's actually going to just take me to that other side over there. But see, now we're Santa Claus. Oh, what the heck was that? I think I missed something. Uh-oh. Well, let's get out and see exactly what I missed over there. This is possible roller coaster expansion. Oh, what a tease. Come on. Well, now that we've covered everything in this downstairs room, we can actually make our way right across the hallway to show you some of the trees and liquids that this texture pack and resource pack changes. So the trees, this tree anyways, looks like it's made out of stars. So this tree doesn't need a star at the top because that's already taken care of. The birch tree looks, pretty birch tree-y. Same with the dark oak trees and the large spruce trees. Not too much has changed with respect to how they look. Not as holiday themed as one might assume they would be. This is just regular old water. The water looks so inviting. Yes, yes. Even though it's freezing, I don't know what I'm doing. My scarf just doesn't do me justice. I look so stupid next to these high-res texture packs. Oh my gosh. This is flowing water, both flowing inwards, outwards, and up and down, as you can see over here. And this looks like ice. And you're slipping and sliding all the way around over here. Now these trees are ones we did not see yet, but they look pretty close to regular old trees. It appears the only tree that is super... Well, no, the acacia tree is also pretty holiday themed, and the vines on this jungle tree are not only catching fire, but that's a good movie, you should go see it. But they almost look like things you'd hang on the wall for the holidays. I'm not sure what block we're on right now. I think it's just gravel or some kind of mycelium. This is lava and fire, and again, flowing lava is over here next to redstone, netherrack, and things of that nature. Now over here, we're going to make our way to the greenhouse and showcase the various plants and mushrooms and things like that. Again, these are iron bars. These are the sugar canes, or reeds as they used to be called, and they just take on a plain white color. It doesn't matter what biome you appear to be in. And mushrooms, they look a little more festive. Got a few more dots going on. Almost looks like snow falling in front of them, but those are just the dots. The mushrooms underneath, the underside looks pretty impressive. Now in here we've got all the different flowers that have been added since 1.7 has come out, and including the double grass and the taller ferns. Kind of looks like a little baby Christmas tree, like the ones in Charlie Brown. These are the different saplings. Again, some of them look like baby Christmas trees. Some of them just look like wheat and grass. Lily pads right there. Now this is where the cool stuff comes in. Cocoa beans have been replaced with festive balls. I love balls. Mushrooms have become candy canes and gingerbread men. Netherworts, they almost look like tongue plants. Vines, as we saw earlier. Dead bush, again, looks like another Christmas ornament that you can put on. Cactus just does not get into the holiday spirit whatsoever. And pumpkin and melon stems haven't changed much. Dandelions are now stars. Poppies, these all just look gorgeous, gorgeous. And these are the respective potted versions of each of the plants. Looks like he's jumping out of a present over here. So yes, that is all the plants and trees that are changed with this texture pack. So now that you've caught a glimpse of all the different mobs, blocks, redstone, and things of that nature, I'm actually going to show you biome examples of each one so you can get a relative idea of how each one is going to look. And again, total props to QMagnet for this review map. It is excellent. So these are the different biomes. I believe this is just a plain plains biome, complete with a village to get a basic idea of how those are going to look. This is just an ocean biome, and I wish the damn chunks would load. You're killing me here. Yes, that was plains. Here's extreme hills. Kind of looks like a giant gingerbread block that's had bites taken out of. That's awesome. The desert, again, not too festive. The houses kind of look out of place in terms of villages in the desert, but you know, you can't win them all. We've got two different types of forests over here, regular forest and a taiga biome, which you can see little stars popping out everywhere. When you wish upon a star. I'm sorry. The pig is just not pleased, but no one asked you anyways. So we'll make our way over here. This is a river biome. Got the river flowing right over there. And this is the swampland. Swampland looks a little bit bland. The grass looks almost like a pastel color. But it looks, looks pretty neat otherwise. Over here we've got hell, and unfortunately it does not look like hell has frozen over in this texture pack. It looks fairly nethery still. We've got these end over here, complete with sky change upon jumping into the biome area. But yeah, this looks pretty sweet. I can still appreciate the fact that despite it not being super winter themed, it still makes it playable and makes it look nice. Now we've got the mushroom biome over here and the beach biomes. We're just gonna start flying around. That makes it a little bit easier on me. Oh, what are you doing up here? Get down. Yeah. And we have over here what looks like the jungle and what is that? Stone beach. How about that? Yeah, stone looks like it takes on a brown instead of the normal gray color that it normally has. Over here we've got the birch forest and the roofed forest, or as I like to call, I don't really have anything to say. I guess it's kind of just the roof forest. Now we'll make our way just over here. We're almost done with the biomes. We've got the savanna and the mega taiga, complete with mossy cobblestone. This is supposed to be the mossy cobblestone. Again, survival aspects of this texture pack, resource pack are not always going to make the most sense, but again, it's mostly used for what I would imagine adventure maps, custom maps, things like that, or just building things to look cool for pictures. Finally, we've got the sunflower plains over here and the mesa. Oh, not finally, but close enough. We've got festive balls just hanging around in a hot, arid biome over here. And oh my gosh, cannot get enough of these sunflower plains. Oh, and here's what it is. This is the flower forest, and that was sunflower. And we've got this, and we've got the newly added biome, which is the ice plains and spikes. And I've actually not even come across this in normal survival gameplay yet. So it's cool to see how it looks in this texture pack. And of course the beautiful flowers. What a way to end all the different biome displays. So we'll just click this and it will take us right back to our review area. Yeah! Over here we've got the various armor displays, and this is sweet because right as I go in here it will, oh look at the leather, they make it still kind of look like cows. So I'll just step right in here and it will completely equip me. We're actually going to go F5 mode for this so you can get a good idea of how each looks from the front. So see if we can get this. This is gold over here. Come on, get in there. Uh-oh, there we go. I guess that's easier. So this is how gold looks. That's sweet. Kind of looks like a medieval warrior. Diamond also looks really cool. What is this? This is iron back here. This is so difficult. Iron also looks sweet. Looks a little more rusty like the blocks we saw earlier. And then chainmail it kind of looks like a little parka, like you're get ready for the winter in your own special way. So those are the different armors that are shown. Now down this corridor we've got weapons, tools, and inventory items, and this will just clear inventory so we need not press that. But these are the various tools that are changed along with the texture pack, resource pack. I can't decide what I want to call it. So these are diamonds, and we've got the wooden ones on each corner over here. Iron, shears right there. More wood, these are the stone ones, another wood, and then flint and steel, and finally the gold ones along with a fishing rod. And oh my gosh, do they make these look attractive. Yeah, get it. Uh-oh, no, don't do that. All right, I'm over it. It's just gonna keep spawning them. I can't handle it. These chests are just empty. Yes, we've got the enchantment books, potions, various dyes, minerals. You're gonna have to pause some of these. I've got a lot to cover. I'm sorry. You just gotta have to deal with it. Now this looks like miscellaneous, maybe clocks and compasses, fire charges, paper, milk. Milk is not miscellaneous. Milk is delicious. Mob drops. And we've got alchemy. I can only assume potion ingredients. Never mess with potions. Now here we go. The different heads that are added. Again, Steve has not been touched. Looks like he's got some frostbite on the corners there. And the various mobs, which you already saw. Redstone gear. The dyes, or I should say the dyed wools. Minecart stuff right there. The nether blocks. Nether quartz ore kind of looks like it's got frozen corners there. Now these are the different ways of access, be it climbing or through doors, ladders, ingredients for making delicious Christmas holiday themed stuff. That's the loveliest mushroom I've ever seen. And then finally vegetation, which are all listed right here, the various leaves and things like that. Problem solvers, what could this be? Oh, of course it's TNT, that's hilarious. Elements, buckets of lava, blaze rods, these spawn eggs, and blocks of ore look like presents if you don't recall, stairs, slabs. I think you're starting to get the pattern here. Almost done. I'm sorry, I gotta cover it. I wouldn't feel right not at least opening up all of these chests, the different fish, and back to empty. Yes, those are all of the different items that are changed, as well as their inventory items. Excellent. Now we're running out of rooms to cover, but not before we reach the art gallery. It's just beautiful in here. Exquisite. I feel like buying some of these paintings. So even the place lights up on your way in. So this is the art gallery. This will showcase all the new paintings that this texture pack resource pack. I'm just gonna start calling it that. It's the texture pack resource pack. These are the different paintings shown, and wow, some of them are really cool. This one looks like it's almost like stitched or something. I really like how he did that. Oh, wow, these are actually really sweet. Oh, there's the Enderman, Jack Skellington looking guy from earlier. We've got Santa Claus with what appears to be an anteater. Is that an anteater? We've got the Last Supper. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm surprised he managed to throw that in there. We got some dude hanging out. These are all people watching one of Logdotzip's videos. Make sure you go check that guy out. Link in the description below. Also like all of his videos and favorite them and send him fan. No, just again, more paintings. Some of them, religious themed, but again, that's kind of something that comes with Christmas. It is, fairly known for things like that. What is this? Looks like, oh yes, that looks like when, that's Bethlehem, I think. Santa hanging out. He's got his cool sleigh. Not as cool as the ones in this texture pack resource pack, believe it or not. Again, more old style looking paintings. Santa Claus hanging out here and there. Some of those are repeats. These are the smaller ones that I want to cover. We got candles, mistletoe, yeah. Naked babies, always a plus for any modded texture. I don't really even want to know what that is. That looks wrong, so we're not going to talk about that one at all. That looks like Scrooge, the Humbug Man. What do we got over here? They just look like repeats of the ones we already shown. It's just that is all the various different arts that are added, and we are almost done. I think. Now, from what I understand, there are no changes to sounds or music in this resource pack, texture pack. See? Switch it up there. You don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm a loose cannon. So we're not even going to bother cover those because nothing was changed. So we appear to be heading towards the last room, and of course the last room would actually just be a portal to another huge room, but this is going to cover the remainder of everything that you have not yet seen from the resource pack, and these are just the different interfaces that are added with each one. Chests, how they look, the ender chests, anvils, crafting table, the furnaces. Oh, they got a little, oh, it's adorable. Wow, it even has the fire as if you haven't put it in yet. Dispensers, droppers, hoppers, and beacons look pretty dang cool too. You've even got the different status effects to show how those look, and very comprehensively done. Everything seems to be changed, reasonably close anyways. You've even got the menu interface, which I forgot to show off, has all been snowed on top of, and that's really cool. Nice little touches like that. This is the different grasses that will appear: desert, swamplands, cold taiga, and jungle. And upon pressing this, you'll see what rain and snow looks like for each one. Rain looks, the texture was slightly changed. I like how the little bubbles fall down there. And this is how snow looks. Doesn't look like that was changed too much. the snowflakes look a little more detailed, but other than that, it's just your typical old snow. Now we've got how lava looks like when it's dripping from above, as well as water. Not too much has changed there. Looks a little bit bluer than the actual water itself, but that's one aspect that needs to be addressed. The enchantment room, how all the little text looks like flying in, doesn't look like that was really changed too much. Maybe just given a higher. Oh, I see. It gives me a sword. And that's something. Yeah, we can see how the enchanted swords look. So very similar to how they normally look. Dang it, no. Okay, good. So now we have the sky dome, and upon sitting on this, you can actually see how the sun looks, because it makes everything dark there. The sun, and then the moon. Wow, the moon, it looks so majestic. Not majestic. Anyways, we're gonna make it back daytime, because I'm gonna get tired otherwise. Now these are the different particle effects that you can see. Torches giving off their smoke. It looks like Santa Claus is sneezing blood. That's awful. Redstone dust is also sneezing blood. I think everyone's just sneezing blood. Everyone needs a tissue and maybe a medic. The beacon beam, upon pressing this, you'll see the beacon load up in a second here. Kind of looks like a particle ray. You don't want to get stuck in that thing. It'll mess you up. Smelting. Now this was what was interesting, is it gives you coal ore. I had no idea you could cook coal ore. This is how it looks when it is actually smelting something. And did you know that cooking coal ore actually just gets you coal? Yeah, how about that, huh? And then of course fire. This is how fire looks. Very high texture, high res texture. Now we've got the portal for the ender chest right there. That's how that looks. Now I'll show you how the design looks when you're actually brewing something. Again, similar to how it normally looks, just higher textured. Mycelium, kind of hard to see that, you can see little glimpses of it right there. Now this is what happens when you try and use bone meal. Just more of the same, just all higher textured. The notes, oh, that looks pretty neat. It's like fancy old style. Experience, this is what experience looks like upon being granted to you. Very similar looking. And then combat has not changed too much as far as I'm aware. You can kill the cow just like that. You can hit that target. Should spawn more cows if I can do it. I'm a little rusty. Come on, there we go. And it gives me swords that I can attack this stupid cow with. You're stupid and I hate you. There we go. Cake is delicious. Everyone loves cake. All right, and then finally, explosions. Now this is how explosions look coming out of TNT. Boom! Wow, that is pretty extravagant, if not a little exaggerated. So yes, those are the different particle effects that have been added with this texture pack, resource pack. And of course, what better way to finish off this video than with a firework display? So over here we've got the different types of fireworks being shown. This is a burst firework, which will kaboom. They don't look like they've been changed too much, but everyone likes fireworks anyway, so that was the large ball. Here's how a creeper looks. We've got the star explosion right here, and of course these small balls. In case your balls are just too big, you can use that one. Now over here we've got the return button, which I don't want to do yet because we've got our grand finale right over here. So we'll see that launch off in just a bit. Yes, look at that. It's beautiful. It's just so lovely and amazing, and what a great way to end off this resource pack review than with a giant fireworks display, as you can see right here. But yes, anyways, guys, that was the HerSommer texture pack, resource pack, whatever pack you want to call it. A Christmas Carol is the subtext of the resource pack. And again, this was by HerSommer, so check out the resource pack in the description below. Once again, a final big thank you to QMagnet for this awesome display map that I'm going to be using for all my future texture pack reviews, because it encompasses everything I could possibly think of needing. So you're gonna start seeing this a little bit more often, maybe every Tuesday, maybe every other Tuesday. Haven't really decided yet, but it's gonna look different every single time as we cover different texture packs. All the same, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review. If you did, I would love it if you left a like on the video. I took a lot of time to make sure I did this adequately and gave you every look around of every single aspect changed with this texture pack. So, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Oh, yeah, and here's the splash screen.